I'm Alberto Rosende.
And I'm Matthew Daddario, and you're watching Celeb Secrets TV. There's a slightly different tone throughout the season. There was an effort made to make everything more, what
Grounded in like a.
We like these buzzwords.
We like these words, like but grounded meaning like we kind of make an effort to not worry so much about the supernatural aspects of our show, although they're very much present because that is our show. But we go into each character's specific journey, into like the relationships they have with themselves, with their loved ones, their relationships. Again, I keep saying that.
But yeah, it's a primary thing. I mean, the first 4 episodes were sort of following the issues from last season, and we sort of try to wrap that up, and then further the advancements for the hunt for Valentine, who's still out there,
still very much a present threat.
Yeah. And there's more things that are trying to kill us. The Shadowhunters especially seem to be in a position where there's a lot of things that are going to sort of eliminate their superiority over the downworld and over the demon world. In the first season, it seemed largely that we were not really ever at risk around.
I felt you were more in control.
More in control. This season, there's a definite lack of control, and everybody who was able to handle things quite quickly or with little effort, we're going to see them get bruised up quite a bit more.
Yeah, very exciting season. For Simon, he's kind of gone in like a circle where he wasn't sure of his place in season 1 and then found a place kind of sitting with this friend group and kind of was starting to understand the downworld, and then in episode 13 we saw that he got kicked out of the vampire clan and once again is in this place where he's trying to figure out where he can physically stay but also where he is emotionally, how he deals with being a vampire, how he deals with coming out to his family.
Alec comes out of season 1 having made a major set of decisions about his family and about who he loves, and in season 2, or not who he loves, but what kind of people he's capable of loving. And in season 2, we sort of start off with the negative effects of that, which is that kind of loss of grounding. You know, he was able to control how he felt about things and how he felt about himself and how he handled the world around him, and now that that's all collapsed, he's a little bit of a mess. So we follow that journey through him trying to repair himself and his relationships with others while advancing his relationship with Magnus until we finally arrive at sort of a bit of a conclusion in 10, sort of a
more stable footing.
Yeah, a more stable footing so that he can then advance onward into dealing with the Valentine and other demon world threats. I want to hear what they feel resonates most with them. I want to know what resonates most with them personally, and I want to know what episodes bring them the most sense of fear or anxiety.
I also am excited to see when what they think, not what they think, but what they think about the risks that are being taken by each character individually, because we get to go into each world, so we get to see that we get to see the risks that each character. Gosh, I'm repeating myself, but yeah, you know what I mean. Like,
I want to know what the motivation. If you think these, what is Simon making the right choices when he does certain things? Is Simon being a dodo brain, or is he got the right idea? And is Alec acting? Is Alec acting silly? We want, because people aren't perfect, and people don't always act in their best interests, or people are motivated by all kinds of things. And so hopefully that comes across, because they're Shadowhunters. They're maybe physically meant to be close to perfect, but certainly not.
Still very human.
They're very human in the decisions they make.
Well, I mean, we have a whole new stunt team this season, and they've really stepped up the game, kind of taken the show to an entirely different level. In terms of what they do on screen, the training that we're receiving off screen. I love their ability to get these amazing things done with such an importance placed on safety. Yeah. And I think that's super cool that you realize that they can do everything they can do while being extremely safe and making sure that everyone's really prepared and ready to do it.
Yeah, they're very capable. And from the special effects front, I mean, season 1 was like practice round a little bit. We didn't, you don't know quite what to do, what the style is, and from what I've seen from season 2, what's been showed to me, I mean, It's impressive. It's
I mean,
impressive what they can do.
Just on our demons alone, we've actually gotten to see a lot more of the demons this year instead of them being CGI. Or I think we have a contortionist who plays a demon at one point, and that was everyone on set had to go check that guy out because it was probably one of the coolest things I've seen. But in the scene, one of the scariest things I think I've seen as well. Very cool.
We lack intrigue.
Yeah, we're not that cool.
Yeah, I don't know. We go to work, we do the work, we eat some food, sometimes we get beat up a little bit, sometimes not. Some days it's slow, some days it's like rapid pace. I mean, there's not. Nobody dislikes each other.
No one. We all get along. It's not like we have really cool hobbies that we do. We either hang out or we'll take a nap. Or,
There's only so much you can do in between scenes because you can't do anything that involves too much brain power or activity because then you'll get out of what you're supposed to be focusing on. So a lot of it is mindless. It's a lesson in constitution about how much can you handle. But then there's huge periods of downtime. We eat a lot.
we eat a lot.
We eat a lot.